On the 6th of August, 2012, at about 9:30 in the morning, the Arcade Addict reached the pinnacle of his career earlier than he had thought he would, when he released the first episode of his web show, Minimizer. Some people think that Minimizer was the start of my entire career. Well, that's not right. That's not true. Minimizer was way after the start of my career. Surprisingly to some people, the Arcade Addict's career didn't begin in his channels. It began as partner Purpleparatroopa's. On the 19th of May, 2012, Purpleparatroopa opened up his channel, which he called Darth Trumpeter 07.
When my parents first told me that I could have a channel, I was really excited that I could finally start doing weird stuff, like let's say maybe whacking a chair for no apparent reason. And then my parents were like, no, you cannot show your face. And I was like, you're freaking kidding me. So I really had nothing else to do, and this was before I teamed up with Josh, but I really had nothing else to do, so I decided to start doing video game LPs, or Let's Plays, better known as walkthroughs, for struggled gamers.
The same day his channel opened, Purpleparatroopa released his first video, a Let's Play walkthrough of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It was made a private video. But although this was a private video, Purpleparatroopa felt he needed a partner.
Well, before I teamed up with Josh, my channel was really stupid, and, well, I mean, I'm not necessarily stupid, but you know what I mean. It was very uninteresting. I barely made, like, 2 subscribers, and since my videos were private, I didn't have that many views, because, you know, they can't search and stuff. So I was thinking, I need a sidekick, and I didn't have anyone to talk to at the time, because of all my friends that I have, all my friends that I can keep in touch with for YouTube partners didn't have channels back then. I was the only one that had a channel.
But Purpleparatroopa didn't get his partner until about September of 2012. He would have to wait 2 months later for his Floridian friend, the Arcade Addict, formerly known as Joshua Bradley, to get a YouTube channel. It was hard, really, to not have a YouTube channel while my friend up north had one. It had always been my dream to become famous, so I figured my only way was YouTube. So I asked my folks if I had a YouTube. They said no. But then, for my 11th birthday, I got a phone which luckily held Gmail. And thank God for Gmail, I have a YouTube. It was true that 2 months later, after Purpleparatroopa had released his first video, the Arcade Addict would open up his channel. Except it always wasn't an Arcade Addict. He had another one before that. I had a thing where someone would email me if they'd want some different sort of Lego product that wasn't in existence, except designed as like maybe a video game character. For say, someone asks for a Pikachu. I would find instructions online to build a Pikachu. I'd snap a picture of it, send it to them by email, and then that was it. They'd be happy. I called it Bradley's Bricks, and Bradley's Bricks was kind of stupid in my opinion. Except back then, when I was about still like 10 years old, I opened up my channel. I named it Bradley's Bricks. I wanted to do something called Brick to Brick. That same year, the Arcade Addict spent most of his summer shooting videos, and the first one he ever made was Pac-Man, on a show he called Brick to Brick.
Well, I think Brick to Brick is a really cool thing. It's really sad that Nintendo had to cancel it.
didn't last very long. In fact, it didn't even make one subscriber. It only had one comment and 0 videos. So on the 13th of July 2012, just a few days prior to Purpleparatroopa's birthday, the Arcade Addict closed down the Bradley's Bricks channel. It wasn't too hard to close it. It was a failure. Then 2 days later, I would open up another channel that would make me relatively big. On the 14th of July 2012, the Arcade Addict shot another brick-to-brick video. It was on making a Lego artist, which was the model of the month for May. He thought this one would be uploaded to brick on the Bradley's Bricks channel, except it wasn't, because the Bradley's Bricks channel had been out of existence. Not to mention that under a year later, Brick would return. But like Purpleparatroopa said, Nintendo canceled it. I don't really like Nintendo that I'm not very happy with them, because I sent an email to them asking if it would be okay if I were to make a Lego Link for it, and they said the answer is no. So thanks to Nintendo, I'm not making brick. But just because a video game company turned something down does not mean that the Arcade Addict would quit his career. Because on the 15th of July 2012, while brainstorming names for his new YouTube channel, he came up with something. The Arcade Addict. He wanted to name his channel The Arcade Addict, but someone already had that name. Then he tried Arcade Addict. Someone had that name. Then finally he tried An Arcade Addict. That was free, and that became his name. Some people ask, why did I name myself The Arcade Addict? 2 reasons. 1, I played a lot of vintage video games at the time, like Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Bros. And whatnot. And 2, I was going to Disney Quest in a couple of days for the first time ever, and there are loads of vintage games there. So that's why I became An Arcade Addict. But it wouldn't be for another month for the Arcade Addict to upload his first video, which would be his biggest. He released on the 6th of August 2012 at about 9:30 in the morning his first video, which was originally entitled How to Make a Lego Wreck-It Ralph on Minimizer. The Arcade Addict had recently found a website where you could customize your own Lego minifigures digitally, so he used that as his own web show. Near the beginning of my career, I didn't really know how good Minimizer really would be, so that's why I only started with 1 Minimizer episode. Then, after Wreck-It Ralph became pretty popular on YouTube with about 100 views, I said, how about I make sequel, Steve Jobs? That became pretty popular. Let's make another one. So that's how it became a series. After about 4 more great months of wonderful videos, tutorials, and Minimizer episodes, the Arcade Addict met someone that would change his world forever. One day in chorus class, the teacher had asked us for attendance to say the name of our favorite book, or the one that we were reading. I said The Hobbit. And there was another kid. His name was JakK. He goes by the nickname JakK, because, Jack Hickler and all. He was a Hobbit fan. Big time. And one day, walking into the gym locker room, popped up and said, hey, you want to read in The Hobbit? I'm like, yeah. From that moment on, we were just hooked. After about a week after those events, the Arcade Addict decided that he had had enough of all that, and he just simply asked JakK to join the company. He accepted gladly until his departure. Hey guys, I'm the Arcade Addict. What you just watched was my first movie. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was very fun to make. I'm going to be releasing a second part around the holidays. But hey, in the meantime, enjoy this. Again, thank you very much, JoshXD and Purpleparatroopa, for all of your help. Thank you guys for all your patience, and I will see you guys really soon.